Anthony Herwig here with a Boardman swim player profile. We're joined by DiNapoli. Gina, thank you so much for coming on, talking to us about your senior year.
Thank you for having me.
Senior year, I know, brings a lot of emotions. It's the last ride, right? So, how have you been dealing with all the emotions that senior year brings?
It's kind of been surreal thinking that, even just high school, the 4 years leading up to that has led to me being a senior and, getting to like the postseason and every race could be my last has been really emotional. But my family, my friends, and my coaches have kind of been there to like calm me down and like bring me back to that moment.
How much are you kind of getting reflective this year? I mean, do you ever think about like where you were as a freshman or where you were even before high school and where you are now and how much you've changed since then?
Yeah, because thinking about it, my freshman year, I made it to districts, but I wasn't in any of like the A relays. And then coming back my sophomore year, I got back into the A relays, made it to state, broke records, and repeated that last year, and hopefully to do that again this year.
What do you think are the biggest differences between Gina freshman and now Gina as a senior?
I think my confidence level, I really have grown into like the person who I am by knowing like I have the skills to get to, the big stage of being at state and I've done it before and it's just like a confidence kind of thing.
As we talk about confidence, when do you think that kind of came about? What gave you your confidence throughout your career? What were the things that kind of made that grow?
Oh, I think sophomore year I really kind of embraced like knowing like you can do it. You put in the work, you put in the time and you just let all that effort kind of just show at the end of the year.
There's a lot of responsibility that comes with being a senior. You're a veteran. You're asked to be a leader of the team. Well, how have you handled kind of the uptick in responsibilities that come with being a senior?
Being a senior and obviously being a senior captain this year has been like amazing knowing that, a lot of the girls on my swim team look up to me as someone not only in the pool, but also out of the pool with just how I kind of present myself and just knowing that, my coaches and my teammates can rely on me. Like if they need something done, like they can come and it'll get done.
I know from talking to some of your teammates and some of the guys already, you have a lot of leaders in this swim program. What's that like for you to not have the whole weight of being a leader on all of your shoulders, but you have other people that can lead too? And what kind of a blessing is that?
It's such a blessing knowing that even if there's one day that I can't really put on like the leadership hat that day based if I'm like, tired or something like that. Like I know that I can rely on my other seniors and even our other captains to kind of like pick me up and help me pick the team up.
How would you describe yourself as a leader? What kind of qualities do you bring to the table?
I'm a very cheerful person. So I like to bring the team up with like cheers and I'm always cheering people on and rooting for people and just really trying to be that support system.
I know that people like that in your shoes. You're always trying to be the emotional leader. How do you do that on days when maybe you're not feeling your best? I mean, you still got to bring it up. You still got to be that emotional leader. What do you do to get through the days where maybe you're tired, like you said, or this is not a good day? What do you do to get through those days?
Well, my coach has helped me a lot. Coach Mark, he always has some kind of joke to crack that kind of helps bring my spirits up. But I mainly rely on my teammates and the people that I swim with in my lane to kind of just, I mean, they always know how to make me laugh. So if you can make me laugh, then my spirit is just, I'm back to normal.
We've talked to enough swimmers to know how much goes into swimming, how much dedication and time you put into the pool. To do that, you have to love the sport. So, why do you love swimming so much? Why is it something that you put so much time into?
I love swimming because, you put in all the time, you put in all the work and the effort, and you're able to kind of show that at the end of the season with, once we get into taper, the amount of work that you put in during the season, you get to see it with how much your times drop or work that kind of takes you at the end. So it's just like it's good to feel like that reward to know that everything that you put in throughout the whole year is leading up to like that one race and it's just like a good feeling to have once you kind of hit that.
Every time you swim, you get to represent Boardman. You get to wear the colors and wear Spartans. What's that mean to you to be able to represent the school every time you swim?
It's an honor because I mean we have so many amazing athletes here at Boardman, and to be considered in that group of people is like insane to me.
What is it about the community and about the school system that makes you proud to be a Spartan?
We're all a family here. I mean, you look up in the stands at our swim meets and you see, our principal, Mr. Zura, or our superintendent, Mr. Knifer, or, our athletic directors. And it's just like kind of just a community, and they're all here to support us, and like they want us to go as far as we can.
One of the things that your teammate Abby just talked about is how you embrace the underdog mentality as a team. What's that like to kind of have that underdog mentality when you go into districts or state?
It's kind of fun. It takes some of the pressure off, but it's also like just it kind of just gets you hyped up knowing that you're not the best, and there's always room to improve, but you can really just like shock people with how well we can perform.
Anyone that knows swimming in the area knows your coaching staff. They're legends in the pool. What's it been like to be coached by them? How much have they helped you grow, not just as a swimmer, but as a person outside of the pool?
um they've been amazing. Coach Carlo and Coach Mark are my coaches, or Coach Mark was my coach at Applewood Swim Club. So they kind of taught me how to swim since I was 6. And then during high school, to be coached by Coach Chelsea, she's such a light to the team, and they're always here, and they're always, giving feedback and helping me with my turns or my starts or something that can help improve my swims and make my times better.
On top of swimming, you get the grades. I know you're a very good student. Talk about balancing school life and swimming and track, by the way, and how you kind of juggle it all.
It's really like again, like it's a support system. My parents, they're really supportive in helping me like manage my time. Like, okay, Gina, like you go home, you eat, you shower, you do your homework, and like you got to get to bed because you have another big day of swim and another 2-hour practice or something like that. Or I also have help with my teachers, and they're very like lenient if I'm like, hey, I have a swim meet this day, I'm not going to be here, or I'm going to miss your class. Like, is there any way we can work around that? And they all want me to succeed, and they help me do that.
Everyone that has to juggle all that kind of has different routines or different things they do to help with time management and organization. What's your go-to routine or thing that you do to help you stay organized and keep your time management elite?
I really just try to stay on task when I'm doing things, whether, it's in the pool, like I'm in that moment. I'm focusing on swim. I'm not thinking about my schoolwork that I have to do when I get home. But when I do get home, I'm like, okay, gotta focus up, gotta, study or do my homework that's due tomorrow or something like that.
As a senior, how much has the workload kind of dialed down this year? I know a lot of seniors do a lot of work the first 3 years, so their senior year isn't as stressful. Are you in that boat, or do you still have some pretty tough classes that you're under that are giving you a little bit of a hard time this year?
Well, I'm involved in some like some high school classes, and then I'm also involved in like CCP at YSU. So to juggle now like college classes and high school classes was kind of new to me this year, but I was able to again like really work on my time management, and I was able to get it all done. So it's been pretty easy.
Those college courses are going to help you in your future, which is what the next question is about. What are your plans after you graduate high school? What are some of the things that you want to do after Boardman?
I plan on attending college and continuing my swimming career at a college unknown yet, but I do want to work in the physical therapy field.
College unknown yet, but let's narrow it down a little bit. Do you want to travel? Do you want to stay close to home? What are you looking at?
I'm thinking like farthest, maybe like 4 hours away.
Mhm.
But I'm still trying to figure out the places that'll fit best for me.
While you're trying to continue your swim career, what kind of things can a swim team and a program kind of present to you to make you feel like that would be somewhere that would be a good fit for you and it would be a good landing spot for you as a swimmer?
I'm really my big thing is the community. I really, being at Boardman High School and swimming for their team, like we have such a tight family. Like my swim team, I spend more time with them than I do probably my own family. So I really want to find a place that has a good like community and team building and just like really help like the team aspect of it.
And then tell us why physical therapy. What kind of drew you to that career path? Why are you so passionate about wanting to be a physical therapist?
Even after college, when I'm not swimming anymore, I still want to be involved in sports because they've been such an important and big part of my life that I can't really like see myself getting away from sports. So it's kind of just a way to kind of keep me in the loop and keep me around something that I love.
In the distant future, do you think you could see yourself being a coach? Do you think you'd make a good coach?
I don't know. I've never really thought about it. Maybe like a summer coach for,
Mhm.
our local swim team, but I don't know if I could ever have like the pressure of that being like a high like standing coach.
I gotta tell you, with the pressure that you have with the school and the swimming and the track and all you do, I'm sure you could handle it. I'm
Thank you.
confident. Gina, we end these player profiles the same way every time. We want to give you the chance to kind of take the limelight off yourself a little bit and shine on the people in your life that have your back, that are in your corner. So I want to give you the time to give out some thank yous and some shout outs to the people in your life that you think really deserve it.
I'd love to thank my family for always supporting me and showing up to those far away or long swim meets. My friends for always cheering me on, and especially my coaches for, you know, Coach Carlo, Coach Mark, Coach Chelsea, Coach Terry at Neptunes. They built me into the person and the swimmer that I am today. And, they got me through some tough times throughout the sport and throughout life.
All right, Gina, we want to thank you so much for the time. We appreciate it. We wish you the best of luck in districts and hopefully even further. And we look forward to talking to you in real soon.
Thank you.